A birthday present from Mr. Napoleon Hill, a lesson on rediscovering purpose. The night is quiet, the streets nearly empty. You trudge along the sidewalk, your faded security guard uniform clinging to your tired frame. In your hand dangles a small plastic bag, your dinner for the night. Reaching a bench, you sigh and sit down, exhaustion pressing heavily on your shoulders. As you stare at the ground, lost in thought, a figure steps out of the shadows. A man, late 60s, dressed in a suit and fedora, approaches with a kind smile. "How do you do?" he asks. You stiffen but avoid eye contact. Something about him is unsettling, yet strangely familiar. "Do I know you?" you ask hesitantly. The man's smile deepens. "Yes, you do." He takes another step closer and extends his hand. "Napoleon Hill." Your breath catches. Your eyes widen in disbelief. "No way. This has to be a joke." "I assure you it's not," he says calmly. The name echoes in your mind. Slowly, hesitantly, you reach out and shake his hand. "I'm so very glad to meet you," Napoleon says warmly. You swallow hard. "I used to read all your books, Think and Grow Rich, The Master Key to Riches, The Law of Success. I studied them like scripture." Napoleon nods. "You didn't just read them, you lived them. You were one of my most faithful students." Shame rises in your chest, making you look away. Your throat tightens. "I was, but not anymore," you murmur. "Life happened." Napoleon sits beside you, his voice gentle but firm. "Tell me." For a moment you hesitate, but then, as if a dam has broken, the words spill out. "I had it all figured out when I was young, too young perhaps. I had a plan, a dream. Your teachings gave me hope. I worked hard, saved money, stayed positive. But then my wife cheated on me and left. She took the kids and all my money. My parents passed away a year apart. I got laid off after 20 years with the company. Everything fell apart." You wipe at your eyes, embarrassed by the crack in your voice. "I stopped believing, stopped trying. What was the point? Something bad always pops up. I was unlucky." Napoleon studies you, his expression thoughtful. "Do you remember what I wrote about adversity?" he asks. You exhale sharply. "That every failure carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit." Napoleon nods. "And yet you let those seeds wither. You chose to see only the losses, not the opportunities they presented." You open your mouth to argue, but stop yourself. The truth stings. "You loved my teachings because you believed in your potential," Napoleon continues, "and it's still there, buried but alive." You lower your gaze. "It's too late for me. Today is my 54th birthday. I'm old, broke, alone." "Stop," Napoleon interrupts, his voice firm. "That's the voice of fear and self-pity, not of the man I once knew." He leans forward, locking eyes with you. His gaze is piercing, unwavering. "Success begins with desire. Do you still have it?" You hesitate. "I don't know." "You do," he says without doubt. "It's why you remember my words. It's why you haven't given up completely despite everything." Something stirs inside you, a flicker of something long buried, long forgotten. "Here's what you'll do," Napoleon instructs. "Write your definite purpose tonight. Tomorrow, take one step toward it. It doesn't matter how small, just one step." You hesitate. "But what if I fail? Failure is part of the process. Every success story is built on it. But if you do nothing, you guarantee failure." Napoleon stands, adjusting his hat. "Your life isn't over, my friend. A prosperous future is waiting for you to reclaim it." You look up at him. "Will I see you again?" Napoleon smiles. "That depends on whether you become the man you're meant to be." With a tip of his hat, he turns toward the corner of the street and begins to walk away. Your heart pounds as you watch him. "Mr. Hill!" you call out suddenly. Napoleon stops, glancing over his shoulder. "Thank you." He nods, his warm smile lingering before he disappears into the shadows. For a long moment, you sit in silence, your mind racing. Then, with a deep breath, you reach into your pocket, pull out a notebook, and begin to write.